What's up, Internet? We're live streaming on the web. The interweb. Hang on. Let's wait until, I don't know what we're waiting until, but we're here to say howdy doody to everybody. Howdy doody time. That's probably older than I am. That cool howdy doody thing. And older than a lot of stuff. There we go. Now I got this doing what I want. Close that window. What's up, guys? Should you get a Tipman Cronus? Sure. Get a Tipman Cronus. Hey, man. Philar, what is your big question you have been waiting to ask? River, you're on it. Wear the shirts. Give it a second. Whoo, man. It choked. That's what we get for doing stuff live. You get to watch me choke. You're gonna order it when it gets in stock. What are you gonna order when it gets in stock? Where do I live? I live in Sacramento, California. That is where I live. That is my place of residence. Man, I'm not having a good time right now. Whew, Alex, what is going on, brother? Thank you for the super chat. Julio, what is going on? What is happening? Avery, all right, I'm going to take that as yes, you smoke. Definitely am not a smoker. I just drank a bunch of tea really fast and it didn't go well. Woo, no bong tokes. I'm not a smoker, a drinker, a bong toker, any of that stuff. So, I just drank freaking liquid too fast. Kobe, thank you. Do you think the build kits for the Inception pump will be worth it? I don't know. I've got a couple coming. We got the Genesis and what's the other one? The Fighter or the something kits. Those ones are on the way to me. I probably will review them. I will probably put them on a gun and talk about the differences between the new pump kits and stuff. So, we'll see. So, those of you who are regular Paintball Ruin My Life viewers of this thing may have noticed, or maybe I talked about these like Paintball Ruined My Life shirts that I was getting made. And like, they finally came. They're finally here. There they are. I'm trying to fold this tag over. Yep, that's them. So, I want to figure a way out that I can give away 5 of these right now to everybody that's in the live stream. So if you're watching this VOD, so on demand, if you're watching this after the fact, after this is over, you can't win one. So what is a good idea? I don't know. I was thinking about this earlier today of like some way to give away shirts. I don't know. So let's do, I don't know. We're going to ask, let's say 5 shirts, right? So 5 questions. Whoever answers the questions, not all the questions, We're going to ask one question. If you answer that first, you'll get a shirt. We're going to ask another question. Whoever answers that first is going to get a shirt. But stipulation, you can only win one, right? So you can't just be the first person 5 times and get 5 shirts. So, auto-cocker trivia. No, we got to make it something somewhat simple. It can't be like, so in 1994, it can't be like too complicated, but I don't know. What is a good question we could start this off with? I don't know. What, like maybe we can do it based on like a video that I recently put up. I don't know. How about, okay, this will be an easy one. First person who can tell me where I played paintball last weekend. Let's go. I did wear a tie-dye shirt last weekend when I played paintball. So, Davis, bam, that was an easy one. I knew that would happen. Okay, wow, lots of comments, but sorry. The first person, Paulo Ramirez, somehow gets a shirt. So, what's gonna happen? See, how do you contact me though? So, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Can I like, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to message you, I think. Maybe not. What if I like subscribe to your channel and then like, I don't know. How can we do this? How can I get you? See, I can't, I tried to DM him though, but I don't know if that works. The stream should not be lagging. The stream is not lagging. I have a feeling it's your internet connection. Okay, so I can't just message him. I tried. Like, there's an option to block, put on timeout, remove, go to channel. I can go to channel, but there's nowhere to send a message. Okay, well, we gotta figure this out. This is not gonna work if I can't get people to tell me addresses and stuff. So, here's what's gonna happen. Paulo? Where'd you go? There's too many comments. I lost it. I'm losing track. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like if I'm just like, email me social security numbers. Yeah, that works. Paulo, send me your social security number and your address and date of birth, and we'll be good. I will get to the next question. So, Paulo, if you are still here, message me on YouTube, right? You can do that. So you can go to our channel, and it's pretty easy. Somewhere on there, you can send me a message. So send me a message, and you will get this free shirt, okay? But you have to send me a message. That's the only way this is gonna work. I'm not posting my email, because I feel like too many people are gonna be like, hey, I just want a free shirt, and then you're not actually gonna want a free shirt. So, Paulo, send me a message. Okay, we're gonna move along. So if any of you win, that means you gotta send me a message on YouTube. So the next question for a free shirt winner is going to be, man, I'm still like, still weird. Next free shirt winner. What's a good question? We're gonna ask more Paintball Ruin My Life trivia. Okay, I recently did a paintball gun assembly video. What paintball gun was it? Answer that question. Free shirts, but you have to be able to message me on YouTube or it's not gonna win. Bam, Devin won. Bam, Devin winner. Look at all the comments though. Devin. Okay, where is Devin? Devin. Oh, nope, sorry. Devin, you didn't win. Going back, Alex, send me a message on YouTube. I will get it, and I will send you a free shirt. So send me a message through here, right? Bam, okay? Messages. I gotta get a message or I can't send you anything. Okay? Jay can't, he just ordered one. Thank you, by the way. He just ordered one. If that's the easy way to do this. I am writing people's names down of who won, but it's a little hard to just decipher where to ship stuff by people's names. So I gotta get like addresses and stuff from people. Okay, so 2 down. 2 down. What else? What other cool question can we ask? Paintball Ruin My Life shirts. Okay, what beanie am I wearing? No, that's not the question. Don't answer that one. I don't know. What's another good related question? In the most recent review video, what product did I review? Okay, we're not doing that hat one. Mainly because that was kind of lame because it was pretty obvious. But this is a real one. So which product did I most recently review? Nope, see that's a little harder, but... Okay, so there were some kind of weak answers. I'm gonna go with the person that actually said what product was, not like it was this. So anyway, somebody won already. It was the Carbon SC harness pack. We got like a pant person pod pack. I don't necessarily like the carbon, the pod pack answer. So, sorry. I wanted more of a specific answer. Maybe I should have said that. So, the kind of closest person, but still off. Someone said carbon fiber pod pack. That's not the right answer. So, sorry. So, Nick Pinto, I think that's how I'm going to pronounce that name. Nick Pinto wins the third question and a free shirt. So Nick Pinto, message me. Bam, you replied already. So yeah, a lot of people said pack, but Nick was the first one that actually said carbon pack. Pop Poke G-Joe's Paintball, you just said carbon. I did not review carbon, the element. Okay. But if you are upset because you didn't win that last one, we'll try again. And I'll be more specific about the answers that I want. Okay, there's going to be another question pertaining to a video that was somewhat recent. What could a good one be? Okay, here's a good one. What is the name of Planet Eclipse's new product line? It was in a video that came out Monday, and I don't know if that's super news, but Planet Eclipse came out with a new products, and they're calling the products, the brand of the product, Pro Toys. Bam. Winner. It's all over. Over. 7 Eclipse 7. Winner. So, message me through YouTube, and you are going to get free Paintball Ruin My Life t-shirts. T-shirt, not shirts. And by the way, we have sizes small through XXX. So they should fit a variety of people. This right here is a medium. I myself, medium. I myself wear the large. The large one fits me well. I like how it fits. I specifically ordered these shirts so that they would fit me. Yeah, because I have a problem with a lot of the way these shirts fit, so yeah. Okay, let's do another one. One more. You have one more option to win. And I'm not racist, and we're doing this in order, so if you're like, but I answered before him, you did not, because I have evidence of it right here. In this chat, there's evidence that people are before you. Okay. One more question. Maybe I should make this one harder. Let's see. Let's see here. We are going to ask a question that I have to look up even. So, who won the 2005 NPPL Huntington Beach tournament? Who won 2005 NPPL Huntington Beach? Pro. It's the pro teams, not Division 4. So, who won Pro NPPL 2005? Yep, there's an answer already. Bam. That was kind of easy. Definitely not impact. Definitely not excessive. And definitely not the Tauntauns. Although, I don't know. Joy was a good guess. That was not that hard of a question, I guess. So, Dynasty won, and whoever is going by the screen name The Lone Wolf just won themselves a Paintball Ruined My Life t-shirt. Bam. So we have our 5 winners, right? Okay. Paulo, you gotta send me a message. Alex Rivera, you gotta send me a message. Nick Pinto, you gotta send me a message. 7 Eclipse 7, you gotta send me a message. And The Lone Wolf, you have to send me a message. So in order for this to work, I have to know where to ship stuff and, you know, what's happening. Yeah, so this is like the second time I've given away stuff. We did the shirt giveaway thing. Actually, no, maybe the third time. Third giveaway total in these live streams. We gave away t-shirts. That's all over with. What else? Gave away a bunch of stickers one time. David Lowe. I don't know if you're in here, David. David got a barrel cover and a headband one time. It was pretty cool. Jen won. Jen did not win, but she doesn't have to win. She just gets free shirts. She gets a unlimited supply of lifetime t-shirts and stickers. J Camp, did I get your order? I don't know. I can find out really fast if I got your order. What's your name? Nick sent me a message though. See, good job, Nick. So your shirt should go out to you tomorrow. Let's see if I got orders. I'm gonna go with, there's some open pending orders in here. But since your name starts with J, yeah, Joshua. I'm pretty sure that's your order. It's been ordered. Not it's been ordered, it's been paid. Is Jen his wife? No. Jen is not his wife. Junior, yeah, no problem. Free stickers. People got free stickers. That was a while ago, though. That was like a month, right? I don't know. Something like that. So, back to the Inception. Devin says, so back to the Inception. Will the Retro Hornet be better than the Sniper? Yeah, probably. But it's like $1,000. So, well, maybe it's like $800, $700. It's way more than the Sniper, though. So, I don't know if, I mean, it's going to be like better. But I don't necessarily know if that price is good. I mean, it's like twice the price, so it's considerably more expensive than the Sniper. Alrighty, Avery. Alrighty, Axe Pro, E-Tech 5, or G-Tech. I like the G-Tech. I would choose the G-Tech over that paintball gun. Rob asked, what's up, man? Have a G-Tech 1CR, thinking about M2, your opinion. I don't really like the die guns all that much. I don't know, I just don't like the die guns that much. I would prefer, honestly, the 160R, but I'm going to say, like, everyone in here hates on me because I just say Eclipse for everything. But I do like Eclipse stuff more. I really do. Dang, I wanted a shirt. You can buy a shirt. I mean, the point I got the shirt so I could sell the shirts to make money and keep this bad boy going. Die Rise Maxed or Empire Axe? Definitely a friggin' axe. Gosh. Valken paint? I like the Valken paintballs. I like the Valken paintballs. Etha 2 or Axe 2? Etha 2. How much for a shirt? I'm selling shirts for $25. But they come free shipping. So any of the orders that are placed on this paintallruinedmylife.com/shop ship for free. Any orders over $25 that ship from this website, yeah, ship for free. Am I reading comments, Joshua? I am reading comments. Comments or I don't know. Is this comments? Is that what you mean? Like the chat? Or no? Do you like Capital Edge? I like Capital Edge, yeah. I think Capital Edge, in this Sacramento area at least, is one of the better paintball fields. Although I still don't think there's like a best paintball field anywhere in the world, really. They all offer something different. They're all different distances from people. And, you know, if you want to play woods, then one field's going to be better than another probably. So, yeah. That's all I got to say. What else can we talk about other than, like, which gun is better than which gun? I don't know. Do I have anything fun around here we can talk about? I don't know. I'm not sure. Eric's looking for an OLED Bob Long Ripper. So you're looking for like a new Ripper Victory thing? Avery, why do I like the G-Tech? I think that the engine, like the core, the bolt, whatever we call that stuff, the main internal parts in the tube, are better. I think it's better designed. I prefer the way it shoots. I prefer the way it feels. Alex, you sent me a message. I know I saw that. So if you didn't include your email in there, I will reply to you. Either way, I'm going to reply to it. So, yeah. But we got to figure out what... So you 5 dudes that won them free shirts, we'll figure out what sizes and emails... Or what sizes and addresses and stuff like that. So if you won, you have to message me on YouTube. I said that, though, multiple times. So if you did not message me, I don't know. Show off the arc. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, that took longer than expected. I thought I lost this. This is an old paintball gun. I guess it's not that old. I mean, yeah, it's pretty old. Like, 8-ish, 9-ish. That is an Angel ARK. I forget what ARK stands for. It's an Angel Arc, everyone called them. Angel Reconnaissance Killer? I don't know. Angel ARK. It's based on the Angel SB, which SB stood for smooth body because it was the first Angel that did not have a breech. Yeah. 04? Definitely not 04. It's not that old. 08? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's kind of in a bad way right now. It doesn't really work. Yeah. All-round killer. That's right. That's right. That's a stupid name. The all-around killer. That's dumb. That's stupid. Best tournament gun for a beginner? The Empire Mini GS. Best gun. When did Angel die? 2010. October of 2010. Angel claimed, not claimed, Angel quit. Is there a battery? There's no battery. I can't tell him the screen. Arc. I think I'm working on this tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. It's on the list. I gotta figure it out. Mini GS or Rise Max? Mini GS, for sure. Mini GS. What killed Angel? So Angel, these are good topics to talk about, not just which paintball gun is better than the other one. So Angel dominated paintball for, I don't know, 4 years there, 3 years. Everyone had Angels, like tons. You go to a tournament and like 99% of people had Angels in like early 2000s, like 2000, 2001. Then as the market progressed, Angel, as well, we'll say as paintball guns progressed, they all started coming with eyes, you know, like all the guns do. They had that infrared beam that goes across to detect if there's a paintball there. Angel had their own thing called COPS that was a piezoid sensor. So there was a sensor that stuck up from the breech like this, right where the paintball would fall. So that sensor, you had to calibrate to like different weights of paint and stuff like that. It was weird. So the ball would fall, hit that sensor, and then it would know that there was a ball completely in the breech and the gun would shoot. But the problem is that you had to calibrate the thing. You had to like make it work. So it was kind of annoying. And that COPS, that little sensor broke off sometimes. The little rod broke off that touched the sensor on the bottom. And it just didn't work and people didn't calibrate it right. So people would just run the thing without COPS and then break paint and then they'd say the Angel sucked. And Angel just didn't do eyes. They made like 4 versions of those guns that had that COP sensor because it was better, but required too much maintenance and calibrating and stuff. It was too complicated for paintball, and they like just didn't put eyes in guns. And that's my opinion what killed Angel, because they had like dominated the market, right? And then they just never came out with a gun with eyes, and all these other guns with eyes, like Intimidators and whatever, Shockers and Matrixes, and all these guns had eyes. And they just didn't break paint. And the Angel broke paint because people didn't calibrate it correctly. So that's what killed Angel. They eventually came out with a gun with eyes. Like, this Arc has eyes. The Angel A1 had eyes. The, I don't know, G7 Fly, I think, was the first gun they made with eyes. From the factory, at least. And it just didn't work. So... the DM15 never got any love. I don't like the DM15. 3.5 or a 15? DM15? 3.5. Paintball person, you know why I never answer your questions? Because there's too many freaking people answering questions or asking questions. And I prefer to kind of talk about something for a little bit and then go back to reading comments rather than just answering questions. Because 85% of the questions are, should I buy this or this or this? Should I buy this? Like, we'll just read this 15 right here. ETHA 2 or ETech 5, Spire EVS or Die i5, Spire 2 or Spire 3. It's like always that. So I feel like this is more entertaining when I like talk about an actual topic rather than just answering which paintball gun is better. Do I skateboard? No, I don't skateboard. Love skateboarding. Will I be at Dallas NXL? No. No, paint. You're all good. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be sorry. But it is hard because it's just like boom, boom, boom. Question after question, and I can't read them all even. It's hard. A mini GS or ETHA? ETHA. Gosh. Okay, I'll answer it. Paintball person. Axe 2.0 or ETHA? ETHA. Ergonomically, it's better to me, and that's about all, really. I prefer the way they shoot, but that's about all. Surfin', I think that's how I pronounce it. He says, I agree, Brad. Paintball topics, and not just what sucks and what's good. What got me into paintball? So like back in 2001, we're gonna say, I sporadically bought a paintball gun off eBay. Just randomly. I was like 16. Shot it at the fence a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. I wonder if people actually like do this. And then I looked into it, and people actually played paintball. And I went to the paintball field, and then just kept playing paintball from there. There's been times where I didn't play for like 2 years or a year and a half, but still here. Still watched paintball. Was still into it. Just didn't play that much. Julio, didn't I actually answer one of your questions in paintball question time? That's even more dedication to answering your questions than doing this. What do I drive? Like vehicle do I drive? I'm borrowing my grandparents' car. Right at the moment. I guess I still have a car, but I'm buying a new one soon, hopefully. I need a car. I've had my car like 12 years, so. Jake, where have you been? Jake from NorCal has not been in these live streams lately. I think because Jake has more responsibilities at work now, Jake doesn't show up as much. I saw the poll for voting on what were the best games at Ballistic Ben's Game of Games, and I forgot to vote. But my favorite game for the Ballistic Ben's Game of Games is always Bloodbath. Bloodbath and Beyond. I like that one. Jake from State Farm. Jake from NorCal. Why does everyone Jaken from State Farm all the time? Nick Pinto, you are 32. I am not 32. Dropped something. Bloodbath. Yeah. Do you go to School Village? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. BlackFridayPaintball.com says, I need a Paintball Ruin My Life t-shirt. That person is going to get a Paintball Ruin My Life t-shirt. Jake is a Russian spy. Jake is doing a very bad job as a Russian spy. How do you stay motivated in paintball? I don't know. You're probably asking the wrong person. I enjoy paintball, so I think it's cool that, yeah, I like this. So I try to make it my living and make money off it. We'll find out, though. Where am I playing this weekend? I don't think I'm going to play paintball this weekend. This is going to be my off week. I think that I'm going to start playing paintball every other weekend, though. Maybe not every other weekend, but often every other weekend. There'll probably be some times where I take time off, but yeah. That's my goal. And then the next weekend after that, I have no idea where I'm going to play. It's hard because I kind of just like to figure out where friends are going and what people are doing. And I don't know where everyone's going. So, I just kind of wing it and see what happens. How are you not 32? I don't know. Because I was... How am I not 32? Because that's not how old I am. Play at Hollywood Sports Park. I can't go to Hollywood Sports Park. Hollywood Sports Park is far away. I can't just go to Oklahoma. I would like to go to Oklahoma D-Day one of these days, though. Maybe next year that's something I can do. Dynasty Scales CS1 lighter at all versus regular CS1? I don't honestly know. I don't think so. It might be heavier. To tell you the truth. Because sometimes like these crazy like milled guns, they have to like, I don't know, add material to take off to make it look cooler. What killed WGP? I think the electric guns killed WGP. Cockers were great, right? Just regular mechanical cockers, and then all these electric guns started getting popular, and then WGP tried to make an electric gun with the E frames, like the E1 frame and the E2 frame, and then it didn't work so well. They had inconsistency and reliability problems, and they just couldn't effectively make an electric gun. Yeah, that's what killed WDP. WGP, War Game Products. What do you think of the HK Army 2017 pod pack? Which, I don't know, do they have a new pack out? I don't know. Or is it just the 0G one? Or is it like the cheap one? I don't know. Let's go on HK's website. I mean, I guess we can do that all together, can't we? That'd be cool. Let's open Safari. Which one do you mean? Kachinga. Let's see. HKArmy.com. I don't think HK has a new pack out. I mean, they got their 0G pack, but I don't know if that's necessarily like... Whoa, what am I doing? I don't know if that's necessarily new. Where are we going here? Markers. Harnesses. 0G all over the place. They got the eject ones probably still too. They're like strapped pack. Yeah, the strapped ones. Yeah, they don't have anything new this year. They got new colors for like the eject stuff, but oh, they finally have all black ones. That's nice. they didn't have all black ones forever. I don't like the HK products. Also something that if you guys come around here often, you will realize that I'm not that big of a fan of HK Army's products. They're just not very good, so I don't like them. Whoa, blacked out. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of the HK stuff that much. What do I think of the DP Fusion Elite? Not a fan of Dangerous Powder either. I think there's guns in that price that are definitely better. Have I tried airsoft? Nope. I don't want to try airsoft. It's not probably going to happen. You like the new shirts? You need to get one. Do it, baby. Do it. The Go Sports Pack? I don't know what that means. GI Sports Pack? Yeah, I've liked the GI packs. I've been a fan of, yeah, all the GI packs. I think the GI harnesses, the race harnesses, and like the glide packs, they've all been good. They have the new Race 2.0 one, which I did a review on recently, and it was good. But I think that that one behind me, this one, that is that one. That's better. I think it's upside down. I like that. That's the Bunker King Supreme harness. That's a good one. I do like my carbon pack though. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But it's just $130, so it's kind of freaking crazy. Are there any good 2+3 packs? So Valken, I don't think they have them anymore, but Valken made the Exile pack. No, not, yeah, Exile. Valken made the Exile pack in a 2+3. That's the only one I know of. But I don't think they make it anymore. I mean, you're probably still able to find it, but it's kind of rare, I think. Bunker Kings are trash. No, they're not. They're very good, actually. What do I think of MagFed, Logan asks. I think it's okay. Like, I like, at least, I think now, like, paintball-wise, we have more ways to play paintball than ever. And I only think that's good for paintball because it's going to attract more people, right? I mean, at this point, we have cockers making a comeback. So, like, these mechanical guns are making a comeback. We have MagFed. We have pump. We have the electric guns for tournament play. So there's a wide variety of ways for people to play paintball. So I think that's good. But I do fear at some point with airsoft and with paintball, with these guns looking so real that, I don't know, it's just something bad's going to happen. Or at some point, I fear that some law is going to get passed that's going to, like, outlaw paintball guns or something like that. Like, they're not going to allow toy guns. And then they're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Those paintball guns and airsoft guns look like toys too, so you can't have those anymore. So I kind of fear that. I don't think MagFed's not for me. I'm not probably gonna ever play MagFed, but I do think it's a good way and good alternative way to play paintball. Not that it's like weird or alternative, but it's just another option to play. Yeah. I don't know. So I like MagFed, kinda. Not for me, but in general, yeah. I don't know what your name is. I almost said Joshua, but have I ever used First Strike? Yeah, I've never really, like, full on played with First Strike. I've shot First Strike plenty of times. I mean, I've, like, shot it at a, I don't know, like T15. I shot it out of a pistol. I don't know, I've shot it out of various paintball guns. So while I've never, like, played a full day or, like, you know, played a bunch of matches with it, I've definitely, yeah, used it a few times. Asian Fresnish asks, do you know and starter air tanks to buy? I'm going to go with what starter air tanks should you buy? Any 48 3000 is fine. The Ninja and the Empire or Tippmann ones are the best. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Is there a brand that compares to the NXE packs? I think there's a lot of stuff that's better than the NXE packs. Where I think the Empire products are better than the NXE packs. And I think like that Bunker Kings pack is made just as well or better than the NXE packs. Someone said MVP and then I read I said MVP out loud. How long have I been playing paintball? I don't know, 16 years, something like that. Somewhere in there. If there's one paintball company you could return from the grave, what would it be? Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably Angel. I think it'd be cool if Angel came back or came out with some cool gun. David Crockett, Valken VSL. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really gotten to experience the VSL yet. So I have to get my hands on a VSL, and then I will tell you. I just need to get one. In other words, I just got to do it. I don't know. It'll come up soon here. Eventually. Empire EVS or Dye i5? EVS. For sure. Oh, the angel eyes. I hated those masks. I actually put one of those on. The original ones. Not the C2 Ion that like Tiberius or First Strike was going to release. I did not like the way it felt, but they always had problems with the lens. Like they could never get the lens to pass like ASTM standard stuff, so that's really why we never saw it. It would never pass the safety stuff. But I think that nowadays, if that mask came out, no one would buy it. It kind of fit that market. So it was like 2006-ish, 2007. They could have sold them now, or then. But 10 years later, like there's no way that anyone would buy that mask now. I mean, everyone wants like smaller and lighter and faster and like all this stuff. And smaller, definitely not the angel eyes. That thing was massive. I mean, it was like this wide. You put it on and it was like you had two heads. It was crazy. It was insanely big. Do I fish? I do not fish. I don't fish. Blah, blah, blah. What else could we talk about? Freak XL or Planet Eclipse FR? Beep, beep, beep. Freak XL, but the FL isn't out yet, so. Jeremy, always giving me the super chats. I do, man. I really appreciate it. But you missed the t-shirt giveaway. We gave away some shirts. These multiple shirts. But they're already all gone. My allotment for giving them away is already gone. Is the Virtue paint any good? From what I've heard, no. Why do you think paintball in the Northeast region is less supported than the West Coast? What do you mean? Like there's less players? I mean, I think the weather probably has a lot to do with that. That probably has a lot to do with it. Nick Pinto, answer my question. What's your question? You guys are demanding. The only thing you've asked, Nick, is answer my question. Vanquish, I think is your question. Vanquish 1.5 and rotor for my Lux 2.0? I don't think that's a good deal. I think the Lux 2.0 is probably worth more money, right? I would rather have the Vanquish, but I think that money-wise, the Lux 2.0 is worth more money. So, do I have thoughts on the LASIK products? The LASIK, is that even around still? I remember that company like years ago, but I don't, are they still a paintball company? I don't know. Are they still selling stuff? I mean, I guess they got a website and stuff, but I don't know. Can you like actually buy stuff from them? Aren't they from like some crazy place though? Not crazy place, but they're from like Europe or something, aren't they? I don't know. Best low-end hopper is gonna be the, I don't know, JT Revolution, I guess. H2O Boy 21 says, how do I support your channel? Subscribe, like stuff, comment, whatever. You can buy stuff from the store. Super chats are always cool. Tell people about it. I don't know, whatever. Do I like the Pinocchio Speed? No, I think that in that price range, there's probably better hoppers. You should do vape. You should vape for a vid. What does that mean? Grammar, kids. Grammar. LTR or Z2? Z2. Any day. For sure. For sure. You guys are killing me. Okay, well, I am going to go eat dinner. Because it's like 8:40 p.m. And last time I ate was like 10:30. So it's been a little bit of time. My stomach is kind of gurgling. It's getting a little growly and hungry, so I'm going to do that. Guys, how do you like your coffee? Black. Like I like my women. Okay. So we're going to start. My goal is to start doing live streams. Tuesdays around this time, typically around this time, 7:30 p.m., 7:45-ish Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays and then also Thursdays. So we're going to see how that plays out. But that's the goal. So if you guys want, you can come back and harass me more on Thursday evening. And if you don't, you know, that's fine. But it's fun to have people come harass me. So